Hi guys, welcome back to the Motivational Ash channel. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on a video. If you're already subscribed, thank you for taking the time to hear me out and tuning back in. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but you have purpose. You have purpose. Your life has purpose. You are meant to do great things in this life. God has amazing plans for you. Regardless how you feel right now, regardless what you are going through, regardless your situation or your circumstance, God still has a purpose and a plan for your life. Sometimes we may not feel it. Sometimes we may not think it. Sometimes we may not even believe that God has plans for our life, but I promise you he does. We are not here to just simply exist. You are not here to just simply exist. God predestined you for something great on this earth, for something great in this world. You are here for a very reason. And no matter how people may make you feel, you are here for a reason. Your life has purpose. Your life has value. Your life is meaningful. And don't think for a second that it isn't. You have value. You are meant to do something here. God has a purpose for each person's life. That means for me, for you, for everyone around you, anyone that you know. God has a purpose for everyone's life. And your purpose is the very reason of your existence. Your purpose. God has great things for you. And I don't know what you may be going through, what you may be dealing with, what your mind is consumed with right now. You may be going through the hardest time of your life right now. You may be going through your lowest right now that you have ever been. You have probably hit rock bottom and you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can't see no good coming out of your situation, out of your outcome. But God has great plans for you. He knows the plans that he has for you. Plans to prosper you and give you hope and a future. See, God already knows your end. He knows your beginning from your end because he predestined it. He knows so much about you that you don't even know about yourself, that you have to tap into. God has amazing things for you. No matter if you feel it, no matter if you see it, no matter if you think it, he has amazing plans for you. Don't think that God has plans for everybody else and he forgot about you. God did not forget about you, and God don't give up on no one. See, sometimes we give up on ourselves, but God don't give up on us. So don't give up. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. I'm telling you right now, no matter what you feel, and if you have those negative thoughts about yourself, if you have those suicidal thoughts and those thoughts that tell you otherwise, do not believe those thoughts. Do not believe those thoughts, because that is not true. That is not the truth. And we have to know the truth about ourselves. We have to know what God says about us. We have to know who we are truly in God. And we have to be confident in knowing that we have a purpose, that we are here for a reason, that we are not here to just exist. And I don't care how low you may be right now, how down it may be looking in your life. It might be stormy, cloudy, everything is breaking loose, hell and high water. You going through this, you going through that, but it is not the end of your story. God has a plan for you. God has a plan for you. He knows the plans that he has for you. God already foreknew you. He already foreknew us before he even created us, which means he knew the beginning from the end. He knew everything about us. He knew the reason why we were here and what we were going to fulfill on this earth before we left, before we got in that grave. God already knew. And sometimes we start going through hard things in life and hard times, and we can't believe that about ourselves. We can't believe that there's nothing good that's going to come out of our life. And I'm here to tell someone today that you may be going through a lot, but it's good things that's going to be done in your life, that's going to be done with your life. And sometimes we go through things and we're like, how can anything good come out of my life? How can anything good come out of this? How can anything... God can bring things out of things that you wouldn't even think he will use. For example, you may have been a drug dealer or something like that. And maybe your purpose is to, show other teens, to show other young boys and young girls and, people that are indulging in that life. Maybe it's to show them that that's really not the way. Because you've been there and you done that and you experienced it and you took the wrong route and you seen where it ended you and you experienced stuff and you went through things and you probably nearly almost lost your life. And you trying to show other people that that's not the way. Now you're an advocate for other young teens, for other young women, for other young boys. Maybe, you was in that life, in that fast life, in the industry. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? You've been in prostitution before. You indulged in it. And now you're trying to show other young women that that's not the way. That they don't have to sacrifice their body to get what they need. That it's other ways. Maybe you was an addict. Maybe you still dealing with addiction right now, but maybe God has a plan for you and a purpose for you that you're going to overcome, that you're going to get out and that you're going to help other addicts, that you're going to help other young teens and young individuals and adults and single parents that are strung out on drugs, that are losing their kids, that are just losing their mind. Maybe it's to help them to get out of addiction, to save one. You never know what God uses. The experiences that we experience in our life, sometimes they're for a purpose, sometimes they're for a reason. Everything that you go through is not in vain. So don't think with what you're going through for a second that God doesn't have a plan and a purpose for your life. You are special. You are special. You are God's child. God loves us so dearly that he never gives up on us. But we have to believe for ourselves and know that God has a purpose, that he has plans for our lives. You have to believe that for yourself. You have to start telling yourself that. You have to wake up and start believing that about yourself, telling yourself, reminding yourself. And when those thoughts come against you that tell you that God doesn't, that you will never be nothing, that your life is not worthy, that, whatever, any negative talk, you got to cancel that out and you have to speak life over your situation. You have to start, speaking the things, the good things. No. God has a purpose for my life. My life is meaningful. I'm here for a reason. No matter what I go through, no matter what it feels like right now, no matter what it looks like, no matter how stormy and cloudy it is right now, you might be on the urge of, giving up. You might be on the urge where you feel like you have no hope left at all. And if you don't know nothing else, if you can't, tell yourself nothing else, remind yourself that God has purpose for you. God has purpose for you. Great is your purpose. Great is the plans that the Lord has for you. You are made for more. You are made for more. You are made for more than what you know right now. This is not the end of your story. This is not the end of it does not stop right here for you. I don't care what job you're working. I don't care what stage you are in your life right now. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care if you're still addicted now. If you're still doing things now. If you're feeling, guilty, if you're feeling shame because of the thing. And it don't matter where you've been. It don't matter where you've been, who you used to be, the mistakes you made, the failures that you made. It don't matter. It don't matter. If you're a changed person, if you ask for forgiveness and the things that you used to do, you ain't doing no more. God done already wiped that away. God done already wiped that away. He already knew you was going to do that. He already knew that you was going to do that. But God is a forgiving God. He forgives. He forgives over and over and over again. And see, sometimes we make mistakes and, we have these failures and we do things, but we learn from them and it only makes us wiser. See, when you keep repeating something, it's different. It's different than when you ain't learning nothing. You don't care. It's not teaching you nothing. It's different. But when it hits different, when you learn from your mistakes, when you learn from those things, it's different because you become wiser and you learn so much. And I know, that some of you may be going through real tough times right now. But do not give up. Do not give up. Do not think that God has forgotten about you. God ain't forgot about you. I promise you, he has not. So guys, my phone literally just stopped recording because it said my memory is full. So I'm going to have to go ahead and end this video, make some room on my phone so now I can upload it. But I hope this message encouraged whoever it was meant to encourage, whoever needed this word. I pray that it encouraged you, that, you know, God bless your spirit, that he bless your soul, that you may have peace with what you are going through, and that you may know that God has a purpose for your life and that that purpose will be fulfilled. God bless you. If you like this message, go ahead and share it. You know, go ahead and hit that subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. God bless you.